This is your one and only FireSpark81 with your daily dose of video goodness, and welcome back to another exciting Atlas guide. Today we're going to talk about admin commands. Let's get to it. So this server that I do all of my videos on is a test server I have hosted by Nɪᴛʴᴅ, and if you're looking for a really good server host, they are definitely one to go for. They got nice cheap service, they got great interface for monitoring your server, editing files, all of that good stuff. It's all around a good server host to have. And you may already have them. You may already have a server of your own that you want to do your own testing on, or that you play with some friends. And the commands I'm going to show you today are ones that you may be able to find if you search hard enough for them, but some of them I figured out on my own, and hopefully they can help you run some of the tests that I run on this server. So we're going to start off with summoning each of the different ships. And it's pretty easy to do. I'm going to run out here to the end of this because once you summon the ship, it just puts you in control of it. So we're going to skip the dinghy, but you can summon a dinghy if you want. I don't know why you would want one because dinghies are terrible, but if you want one, it's the same thing that I'm going to show you here. But instead of raft, you're going to type dinghy. So you're going to do cheat SSF raft 1 space 0 space 0. Once you do that, it should create a raft for you. There you go. You got a raft. Hey, that's interesting that it didn't actually put me on the raft, because these other ones I'm going to do, it's going to actually put me in them. It's the first time I've ever summoned a raft. I don't know why you would want one, but just in case you want to do some testing, there you go. Now for the sloop, it's the same thing, but you're going to type sloop. And there you can see that it put me in it. Now, when you summon these ships, if you take a look at the top right-hand corner, you will see that there's a W with a slash through it. That means that this is set to ignore the wind. So I can put these sails wherever I want, and I can control them as though there was a crew member on them. So you can see here, I'm controlling them, but there is no crew on here. And I can hit the spacebar to undo the sails, and I can travel in any direction, even if I don't have the wind at full speed. You can see I don't have the wind, I'm still going at full speed. Also, you can run directly into ships of the damned, and they just completely ignore you when you have this cheat on. Now, you can turn this cheat on or add it to any ship that you want by simply typing cheat set ignore wind 0. That turns it off. So if I type that right now, you can see I lost it and everything goes away, and now I have to deal with using the wind. If I type cheat set ignore wind 1 and hit enter, you can see that it turns it back on. Now I'm going to sail up here. I'll show you. I can run right into this ship of the damned, and it really it doesn't care. You don't gain any aggro from them at all. You can even shoot them and they won't aggro towards you. You can just kill them freely. Here we go. Now at this distance, I should gain aggro, and I don't have it. He doesn't care. I can run right into him and nothing happens. You'll also notice that the ships that I'm going to spawn in will all have speed sails. They come default with speed sails. Now you can edit these any way you want. You can just anchor them to the shore and remove the sails, replace it, do whatever you want to do. So the next command that we're going to do is cheat SSF schooner 100, and we hit enter, and then that of course spawns a schooner. Once again, it has the wind cheat enabled. It has a good chunk of the top deck here filled in. It leaves a nice little chunk for you. And if we come over here, you can see that it comes equipped with a speed sail there, and then back here we also have a medium speed sail. Next, you guessed it, it's the brig. So we type cheat SSF, brigantine, however you like to pronounce that, 100, hit enter, and there you go. You have a brig. It comes equipped with speed sails as well. You can see there, large speed sail, and a large speed sail. And last but not least, we have the galleon. And there you go, just spawn that in. Big old galleon, and that comes with large speed sail. Pretty sure they're all large speed sails, yeah. Okay, so this next one is one that took me for freaking ever to figure out how to do. And that is to summon in a ship of the damned at any level. So you're going to type in cheat GMSummon ship NPC _ brig _ C space, and then whatever level you want it to summon in at. So I have this one here at 10. If I hit enter, you can see it's summoned in a level 10 below me. and you can do any level you want. Now, I'm going to put all these commands, I might paste them down below in the description, or I may just link to a Google Doc, I'm not sure. But when you enter it like this and you paste it in there, you got to go in and you got to make sure you put your quotation marks. So if you try it and it's not working, and you don't just immediately jump down in the comments and be like, fire, it's not working, I used your command over and over and over again. It works, you're probably forgetting the quotation marks. So if we do 50, you can see I can even summon in a level 50, pretty much any level you want. Paste that in like that, add your quotation marks, and do 150. There's what a 150 ship of the dam looks like. Look, it's red just like the other ones. So that's that command. Next up is summoning pretty much whatever creature you want to summon in the game. Once again, I'll have a list of all of the names, and then I'm going to explain to you the format at which you use those names. So if you want to summon in a Cyclops, you're going to type in cheat GMSummon space Cyclops _ character _ BP _ C, but you're going to make sure that Cyclops character BP C, all that shenanigans, is in quotation marks. And then you can put whatever level you want and then hit enter, and you will summon in the creature. And this works with pretty much any creature in the list that I'm going to provide for you, and they will always summon in not tamed, so keep that in mind. If you want to tame them, you just look at them and type in force tame, just like you do with Arc. Now, if you're going to do any kind of testing and you want it to be official and legit, you're probably going to need crew, because there's times where you want to see how a ship performs without the wind cheat on, or you need crew for your guns, cannons, all of that shenanigans. So to summon crew, you're going to do admin cheat GM summon quotation human NPC _ BP _ crew _ female or male, whichever you prefer, _ C quotation, and then space, and then whatever level you want to summon them in at. I just always summon them in at level 1 because it doesn't really matter. Hit enter, and there you go. You have a random crew member ready to go and tamed and all that good stuff, and you can do whatever you want with them. If I want a male, all I have to do is change that female to male, and there you go. Now we have a male crew member. But honestly, if you're testing stuff, you probably don't care if they're male or female. It doesn't really matter. Now, a super handy one that I use all the time is this cheat GFI cheatbox space 1 space 0 space 0, and you can change that 1 to whatever number you want to summon in, or to spawn however many of them you want, and that spawns you the cheat box. This thing is super handy. I have one right here. You place it down and it has loads of cheaty goodness in it. It gives you a bunch of resources, bunch of zip lines, just random stuff. There is some stuff missing from this box, but there's a lot of stuff in here that, you know, that you'll want to use or may make use of. I forget what's missing, but I have found a few things that are actually missing from this box, and it's not too big of a deal because you can still, like hide armor, that's one that's missing. You got plate armor in here, but you don't have hide. You got plenty of building pieces. You can see it gives you 100 of each of pretty much everything, even cannons. If I highlight over this, you can see the quantity is 100/1. You actually have 100 cannons in a stack. You can't normally do that, but you can pull them out of there and pick them up. If you can't pick them up because you're overweight, as I stated in one of my tips videos, you can hit O to kick them out, and then you can pick it up that way, and you can pick up the full stack. There's just all kinds of goodies in here. One of the really cool goodies that is in here is the dye cheat, or the color cheat box, which is essentially the same thing as the cheat box, but instead of having items in it, it's just full of dye, 100 of all the dyes, and you get a stack of those in there. The other cool thing about the cheat box is you place it down and pull out what you want quick enough, you can just pick it back up and it refreshes. So if we just, I'll just kick a bunch of stuff out of here. Yeah, just kick all this. Great. Okay, so you can see I kicked a bunch of stuff out of there. Now I can just pick it back up and then I can place it back down. And then all of that stuff is in there again. So that's a pretty cool little feature. But yeah, it's super handy if you're testing stuff. I use it all the time for getting ship parts. You can spawn those ship parts in. That's easily doable. But this is nice to not have to worry about the command. You just put the cheat box down, pull out 100 of pretty much anything you want in the game. Speaking of ship pieces, let's talk about how to spawn in ship pieces. Let's talk about how to also spawn in different blueprints for ship pieces. So we're going to type in the first one here, which is cheat GFI a primal item ship underscore deck underscore wood underscore large 100. Now that's just going to give you a normal large wood ship deck. So if I hit enter, you can see, there we go, got that. Well, what if I want a mythic blueprint? Okay, so to get a blueprint, you're going to change that last 0 to a 1. And now if I hit enter, just a normal blueprint. Now, if you want a mythic one, you got to change that middle number. So you can leave the last number a 0 and just get the mythic item straight up, or you can change it to a 1 and get a mythic blueprint. And if you're in creative mode, which is the exact same command that it is for Arc, which is cheat give creative mode once you're in admin, which is enable cheats and then whatever the admin cheat or the admin password for your server is. Once you've done all that and you are in creative, you can spawn that or craft that blueprint without any of the resources. So let's talk about doing a mythic here. So if we do this, and you got to play around with this middle number, that's your rarity. So if we do like 10, that should get us something like that's legendary. I usually do like 50 when I want mythic. So there you go, we did a 50 and got the mythic. Now, if we come over here, you can see that I'm in creative mode, so I can just craft these up. I can just hit E and there it crafts them for me. If you want a medium deck, you just change that large to medium and hit enter. There you go, medium. And you can do the same thing for small, just change that large to small, and then that gives you your small deck. If you want a gunport, there you go, cheat GFI primal item ship underscore gunport underscore wood underscore large 100. Now you can change that large once again to medium or small to get whatever version. Hit enter, there you go. Same thing goes with the plank. So cheat GFI primal item ship underscore plank underscore wood underscore large 100. And then the large can be changed to medium or small to get whichever version of the planks you want. Now we're going to talk about the sales because the sales are a little weird and I think somebody screwed up somewhere. So for the sales, the code you're looking at is cheat GFI primal item structure underscore sale underscore large. Now that's where you change the size of the sale that you want. And then for the handling sale, it's Excel. Now you would think that that would be the speed sale, but it's not. If you want the speed sale, you're going to get rid of the Excel and the underscore and just do primal item structure underscore sale underscore and then the size that you want, and that gets you the speed sale. If we do the other one with the Excel and we hit enter, you can see that gets us the handling sale. And then of course you just change that Excel to weight and that gets you the weight sale. And then once again, you can change those numbers at the end to create a blueprint of whatever rarity you want. That middle number is very finicky. You just got to mess with it a little bit. Don't be afraid just to summon it a bunch of different numbers to try to get around the rarity that you want. I mean, I've hit level 50, put level 50 in there and ended up with journeymans before and just random stuff. I'm not 100% sure how that all works out. Just put in high numbers. If you want a mythical every time, do like 1,000. I don't know how much that's going to affect the stats on the blueprint. May affect them a lot, may not. I don't know. I haven't really tested that. Next, we have gold coins. If you want gold coins, you can type cheat GFI primal item resource gold underscore gold coin and then 100. That one can be changed to pretty much whatever number, but it's only going to spawn in. I think the cap is 1,000. Let's just try a bunch here. If I do a large number, it'll still cap out. So, oh, it actually spawned in more than 1,000. Is that really the cap? Oh, okay, there. For some reason, that was weird. There, it spawned in 1,000. So, yeah, I don't know what that first one was, how I managed to get more than 1,000. Normally, it only ever spawns in 1,000, but wonky early access game. But there you go. That's gold coins. So let's say you want to test treasure maps. You can spawn in treasure maps without having to go hunt them down pretty easily. You're going to type in cheat Givetreasuremap and then whatever quality you want. So like 1 is going to give you a common. We can do like, I don't know, 10, 20. Apparently I typed in 20, so let's do 20. You can see that gives you a masterwork. We can do like 100. What's that give us? That gives us a mythical. So there you go. That will allow you to spawn in treasure maps so you can do them relatively easy. But what if you just want treasure loot? You can do treasure loot by going cheat, give treasure loot, and then whatever quality of loot that you would like blueprint wise. So let's do 50. What does that give us? That just gives us a bunch of gold and a bunch of random blueprints that we now have in our inventory. It just is like we dug up the treasure all along. So that's pretty handy. Okay, so you have your handy dandy treasure map that you just spawned in, but you don't want to go hunt it down. You want a quick and easy way to do that. You're going to type in cheat TeleportToTreasure while holding it in your hand like so. You hit enter, and as you can see, it just teleported us right on top of it. Apparently it's in the mouth of this shenanigans here, and yeah, so then you can teleport to wherever it is quickly and easily, dig it up, and run whatever test you're trying to test. Okay, so hopefully you found some of these helpful. A lot of these you can Google. There's already a lot of them that other people have already found out. Most of the commands that work for Ark work for Atlas as well. So if there's something that you want to do and you're not sure what the command is and you search it for Atlas and you can't find it, try searching that for Ark. So for example, you want to spawn in something and you're not sure how to do it, or you forget what spectator command is. This has cheat enable spectator just like Ark does. It's the exact same command, just like the creative mode is. However, when you're in creative mode in this, it's a little bit different. In Ark, you can pretty much craft whatever you want pretty easily. This game's a little finicky. Whatever's in your inventory wise crafts perfectly fine with no problem at all. But in the stations, you have to hold down E on whatever you're trying to craft if you don't have the resources in there. And sometimes I can get it to work. Other times I hold down E forever and nothing actually happens. I find a much easier to just make the item that I want, the blueprint of it, and put it in my inventory, and then I can craft it from my inventory with just quickly and easily just by hitting E like you see there. Another thing that's different from Ark's creative mode compared to the creative mode in Atlas, you don't have fly. So if you see I'm jumping here and I'm holding it down, but I'm not flying. Double jump does nothing. You have to type in cheat fly and cheat walk to fly and not fly. But for the most part, most things that work with Ark are compatible with Atlas. Okay, that is going to wrap it up for this episode. If you like what you saw, consider hitting that sub button. I want to give a big thank you to my patrons for making this episode possible. You all are absolutely amazing people. If you'd like to join my elite crew of Patreon supporters, please check out the link in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. If you're shy, you don't like to comment, just hit that thumbs up button and show your support. Until next time, thanks for watching.